I need help hiring an attorney. I can't stand racist Latinos. There's a federal lawsuit. I'm from Houston. I'm in Houston. This recent Ashley Gonzalez event pretty much finalizes a few legal theories that I've already placed in 3 separate lawsuits in federal court. I've experienced this Latino power position racism in a lawsuit I have against Kroger. I also have a lawsuit against an attorney named Mary Elizondo Frazier. But finally, the one that I'm asking you guys for specific attention to is the lawsuit that I have against Legacy Clinic, specifically the one on High Star here in Houston. Now, I've already made a video explaining my beliefs about the Latinos in Houston. We don't, in my view, have Ashley Gonzalez's all over the place. They're in select places. I personally haven't experienced the bulk of the Latino hatred that's cultural here in Houston. I have Latino friends. Shout out Booby, what's up? My neighbor over here, Miss Jessica. I mean, I can go down the list. There's quite a few of them. Some of them worked with me over there at Kroger warehouse. These just normal people, okay? But the problem is, it's not enough of them. Now, I haven't had this type of issue until, in Houston I'm talking about, until maybe 10, 15 years ago. And I'm telling you right now, the cultural racism that's in the Latino community is a federal lawsuit, Section 1985. Okay? Section 1985. These people need to be branded at this point. We don't need to question whether we as black people are going through discrimination just because these people are brown who commit these acts. Okay, it's not something that I made up. It's something that I'm intentionally trying to draw attention to. Here's what we're focusing on. The cultural racism that's now admitted in the Latino community. Its discriminatory effects when they're in power positions. In Legacy Clinic, I'm going to give you a little background of the story. My wife and I, we went there twice. The first time we were going through a miscarriage. Unfortunately, we lost twins. And, any woman who, black, white, Hispanic, anybody, who's been through a miscarriage, who wanted their children, you know how devastating that is. The doctor there advised us to just take a break, wait about 6 months, and then try again. And we took her advice. And, it wasn't easy. The emotional toil on my wife was something that I had to find a new person inside of me to help her overcome. She was nervous about everything, angry about everything, hurt, crying about everything. And everything always went back to her loss. Twins, 2 boys. We got pregnant again. We went back to the clinic and they verified it. So there was an appointment made by the clinic for us to return to see the same doctor. When we get there this time, the racist Hispanics started showing up. And, me having a health license, I'm a licensed health insurance agent. I pretty much know, I know health laws pretty well. So we were going to apply for Medicaid through the system that they have there. I had already preempted the application online, but we was planning to continue it in their clinic, as their instructions told us to, and see our doctor. Well, when we get there, they decided that they wanted to charge us, we who already had Medicaid before, who actually used it for the miscarriage. They decided that they wanted to charge us a copay. So naturally I asked inquisitive questions. You guys do realize that you can backdate this because we've already used Medicaid, and pretty obviously we're going to get it again. And they decided that they weren't going to do it. So they want to make a big scene about it and have some kind of intellectual discussion, as if he's just some angry black man who don't know what he's talking about. Not knowing I've studied this. You have to know these medical laws to get a license in health. So my next question was, do you know that literally any clinic I go to, they will backdate this? They will see us today and then bill Medicaid later. While we were talking, racist Cardenas came in. She's the head administrator of the facility. Her name is Caitlin Cardenas. And she's the final decision maker. So they said something in their language, you know how they do. She looked at me and asked her the same question. Do you backdate Medicaid? Ms. Cardenas said yes. I said, are you going to do it for us? She said no. Okay. And we proceeded to walk out the door. Mind you, I'm pissed. I already have this Kroger case with this racist Latino in a power position who fired me for an unlawful reason. I'm fighting a conglomerate by myself. I got fired from another company named Quality Water from a racist Latino female for no lawful reason. I didn't sue them. I just let that go. This racist Latino lawyer, we'll get to the details on her later. They don't know all of this that I've already experienced within the past few years. I'm walking out the clinic and I am pissed. I have an emotional outburst. She decided to come and walk out the clinic and walk from behind the desk and chase us out the clinic. I told her, I said, this is harassment. You need to stop. She wouldn't stop. She didn't turn around. She didn't go back. I told her, say, ma'am, if you touch me again, I promise you, you're gonna face a lawsuit. I will sue you. I promise you that. She didn't care about being threatened by a lawsuit. So she made sure that she escorted me and my family after embarrassing us. After the same person that just told us she's not going to backdate Medicaid, after embarrassing us publicly in front of everybody, coming up there running behind us as if we stole something, making a humongous scene unnecessarily, using her power position, walked me to the door with my family and my wife already devastated because now she's pregnant and she can't see the doctor. We can't get the Medicaid application completed at the clinic that she wants to go to, that's literally down the street from us. The one that we already been to. I asked her what her name was. I told her, okay, expect a lawsuit. They always think that you're bluffing, or I don't know what they think when you tell them that you're going to sue. But it was obviously that she didn't take me serious. That's what this lawsuit is about. You can't charge a copay to someone who's Medicaid eligible. And there's no lawful protection for denying a pregnant person, a woman who's verified pregnant, the first visit. There's no lawful protection. You have no legal reason to deny the initial visit. The first time we come into the clinic, you have no legal reason as a federally funded facility to deny a pregnant woman a pre-scheduled visitation. This was racism. For more details, I asked for the documents showing how many times have you guys done this? Who have you done this to? Show me the races of people who you tried to charge a copay, who came in here and you told them what you told us, that you won't backdate. They turned over some documents, but guess what was missing? They claimed that they didn't have that detailed information on what the race of the people were who they charged the copay, and what the race of the people were who they backdated. So they're basically saying they can't find anything within their system that lets them know who was Hispanic and who was black, who got charged the copay, and who was allowed to complete the Medicaid application or allowed to see the doctor without a copay, using backdating. Every clinic backdates. Presumptive eligibility is you walk in the door and you just being presumed poor enough to later on get Medicaid. You bill Medicaid for that first visit. Even their lawyer said this. So what was the reason for you turning us down at the desk? So since they didn't have a legal reason for the initial action, they used my emotional outburst and tried to say, that's why we did it. See, he turned into an angry black man on the way out the door after we told his wife middle finger. I need an attorney. You guys don't understand. This is not going to stop. This so-called black and brown coalition, whatever it was, it's not anymore. And at this point, the legal recognition of cultural racism is in federal court in 3 different active cases right now. The problem is the judges. They don't respect my pleadings, no matter how great they are, how polished they are. At this point, we need cultural racism to be recognized under Section 1985. We need the cultural racism in all of these communities, not just the Latino, in the Indian population, the Asian population. Even amongst the other ones who are Caribbeans. If you have colorism in your culture, then that needs to be federally recognized as discrimination. We don't need to prove that you have racial tendencies when it's already in your culture. I shouldn't have to prove that these people are racist when they raised themselves to be racist. It's no longer a question if they're not racist culturally. Like, this isn't a part of their existence. For the normal people amongst the Hispanic and Latino community, amongst the Indian population, the Asian population, this don't have nothing to do with you. We really appreciate you. We love you. We really appreciate you. And white community too. You know what I mean? I don't want to exclude you guys. You guys have been great for us black people against your racist counterparts. If nobody recognizes you, let this be the time that you be recognized. And, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can feel this is heartfelt at this moment. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Lord is watching. But this is something that's already federally listed. We just need to make sure the cultural acknowledgement is integrated. When a black person walks into the courtroom against a Hispanic person, it should be on the Hispanic person to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that they're not culturally racist. I need help hiring an attorney or a team of attorneys. Thank you.